Our topic for today is help me build my online practice. What strategies are people using in order to build their online counseling practice? So it looks like online counseling is here to stay. It is not going away. It's a lot of people's dreams. It's kind of a funny story. I'll tell you. Right before this started, I hired somebody for my practice, and his kind of goal and dream was to be mostly online, right? For a variety of reasons. And we decided to take him on the practice because he had some really great credentials, and we're like, okay, let's see where we can go with building this online practice. And he would see some people in office too. And then the pandemic hit, and he's like tickled pink that, he's been able to see his clients online in a way that has really worked for him. And so I think there's a lot of therapists out there, maybe some of you watching this, who have wanted to, have an online practice, whether it's fully online or it's a hybrid practice. I think a lot of people are really interested in what I would call a hybrid practice, where maybe they go to the office 2 days a week and they work from home for 2 days a week, or some combination of that. I know some therapists that already do that even before this pandemic hit. And with insurance companies really allowing for that to happen, with the electronic health records rolling out, telehealth options, and with clients really wanting support and maybe not wanting to leave their house just yet, it's really a prime time for online therapy. And so if you are, working from home, you have your client base and you're wondering, how can I get more online clients? There's going to be a couple of things that you really want to do. You want to make sure that it's very clear on all of your social media and your website and your Psychology Today profile, Therapy Den profile, wherever it is that you get your leads from, that you are both in person and online, or online. You want to make sure that those words are there, that you are letting them know that there is an option for, online counseling, video counseling, telehealth, whatever word you want to use. There's been some debate whether people understand what telehealth is. I think people now are starting to understand more. You might just want to call it online counseling. I know for our website, we've always had a service page in it. We called it online therapy. And so I think telehealth, people might not quite understand what that means. So your choice on what you want to use. We're using online counseling is what we're using in our practice and kind of what I'm recommending. And so you want to make sure that that is on there. Like if you have an Instagram profile, right, in-person and virtual sessions available. So then right away, people know that's an option for them. A lot of people have said they really like it because it's given them flexibility, especially people who work 9 to 5. Normally they would have to come at 6. It's late, might be late for them, might be late for you. And now they can come on their lunch breaks, or they found time in their day to be able to have therapy. And it's been really, really great for them. So it's really given a lot of flexibility both to the therapist and to the client. So you want to make sure that you have that written out there, that you also let your referral sources know that you are also providing online therapy now, that you are open, ready to go. You use a HIPAA compliant platform, that everything can be done fully online and they don't have to worry about, paperwork. They don't have to worry about credit cards and all of these things. It's all managed right, where you do everything. And so that is going to be really important. So you want to make sure all of your social media profiles say online and in person. You want to make sure your referral sources know. And then you want to shift and make sure that your website has a lot of information about online therapy. You want to explain the process. Like we, have gone in, we share what we use, we share the process right on our online counseling page. And you want to make sure that you let people get comfortable with what you're doing right from the beginning. So if somebody were to read our online therapy service page, they would understand that this is something we do. It's not something that we just threw together. It's secure. It's a process. Our whole staff is trained on it. Our office people are trained on it. We can answer questions about it. And so I think that it's not just your marketing, but it's also the systems that you have in place that you can easily explain to people. Okay, yes, we're using TherapyNotes for our telehealth platform. You sign into your portal. It's very easy. Your portal is where you sign your documents. It's all done right there, right? So that conversation is seamless. It's not like, oh, well, I use, FaceTime sometimes when I feel like it. No, it's outlined in your systems. It's going to make it easier and more comfortable for people to go, yeah, okay, I'm going to do online therapy. And so you want to make sure that you not only have your marketing in place, but that you have your systems in place. So I want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. It is actually the electronic health record we use and the telehealth platform we're using for our practice. It has made it really easy and really seamless to shift everybody online. We are able to send paperwork, send reminders, take the credit cards right there for a really competitive rate, do our online sessions, write notes, and bill all directly from TherapyNotes. So I want you to check out TherapyNotes if you're looking for either an online practice, an in-person practice, or some variation of a hybrid practice. So going back to marketing, the cool thing about online counseling is that you can widen your reach. You may decide that you want to open up a Psychology Today profile in an area that maybe isn't saturated with therapists and write in there, telehealth only, and you may get referrals from areas like that, especially if you're like maybe more rural areas. There are areas that are not rural, but not saturated with therapists in your particular state. Or you might decide to get licensed outside of your state, put up a Psychology Today profile in that area and start taking referrals. So there's a lot of things that you can consider when doing marketing because you can really branch out your marketing. You don't have to be specific to your to your state, to your city. You can really branch out to your state and maybe across, the country if you decide to get licensed in other places. And you just want to make sure that you pivot some of your marketing to include that. And that if that is a part of your strategy, then you figure out some ways how maybe to rank in Google there, or at least put it on your, Instagram profile, for instance. So if people are looking for you through there, you're using hashtags for whatever state it is that you are trying to, get clients from. And so it can be a whole new, beast in terms of marketing and online practice because you're not limited to just your area, your city, or your county. You can really, expand through your entire state. So you can rebrand maybe as, for us, like maybe, something around Florida would be, what we would want to make sure our, marketing material said. Like if I was writing a blog post, I would make sure that we would really indicate that we offer telehealth through the state of Florida. So if anybody were seeing it anywhere in the state of Florida, they would be, a call to action to call our office. And then we can do online therapy with them. So you get to be creative, you get to think outside of the box, and you get to really push your marketing outside of your area, which maybe might already be saturated, or you've already tapped out, or you're already doing really well there and you want to grow, and you can now grow into different markets. So it's really exciting when we're thinking about building online practices. So let me know whatever other questions you have about building either an online practice, a hybrid practice, or an in-person practice. I'm here most days answering your questions. So feel free to send me a private message and I will answer them for you. Okay, I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.